Hey guys, Minishcap1 here. I've actually already tried to record this game a few times, but I messed up my recordings, so I'm going to be re-recording it this time. Hopefully it's the correct take that I can actually get all of my thoughts and feelings aside, or sorry, I should say out, in terms of the runes that I use this game, and the reasoning for those runes, and how those runes are different in terms of the standard rune page that I have. And I'm actually working on a full and complete rune setup video for Singed that I will come out with soon. But for now, I just wanted to give this video as sort of an outline for a different playstyle that is inspiration into sorcery. So I took Unsealed Spellbook as my keystone, magical footwear, Minion dematerializer, and approach velocity. Then for my secondary, I took sorcery with ultimate hat and celerity. The reasoning for ultimate hat and celerity is the exact same for taking ultimate hat and celerity as a secondary on the resolve page that I have been running. But the reason I took Unsealed Spellbook this game is because I wanted to switch to ignite around level 6, so I could use that power spike to get kills. That's exactly what I did this game. I ended up going, I think, 13, 0, and 8. I had an absolutely ridiculous score for a Singed game anyways, versus Master Challenger players. So I just wanted to kind of highlight the fact that, you know, Unsealed Spellbook is a rune where you don't have as big of a net of team fight safety. If you get focused, you will die very quickly because you don't have the resistances of Aftershock, but your snowballing ability, if you can get kills, is enhanced. So I think that you will theoretically be weaker late game because you are much more susceptible to dying in a team fight, but at the same time, you can snowball a lot harder, and you can try and close the game out faster because of that. Now, I'm not sure how good this setup will be with the new AP items. I'm assuming that the new AP items that are coming out, I think Thursday, will actually just help the resolve setup because they function the way that the resolve setup is meant to be played, which is Liandry's into Rylai's or Rylai's into Liandry's depending. This game I actually did the same thing. Unsealed Spellbook, like I said, does not give as much teamfight safety as Resolve and Aftershock, but what it does let you do is cheese with summoner spells and get kills with Ignite. Right here, I notice Elise creeping up behind Camille, so she gets the stun. Elise, for whatever reason, Camille doesn't flash, so I just fling her and get auto attack. She misses her W, let me get the kill here. Magical footwear, because the free boots are, it's just a lot of free gold. Singed doesn't really need a stopwatch. Usually if, you know, you're in a position to outplay someone with stopwatch as Singed, then you might as well just have the boots anyways and be able to run away, at least in my opinion. You get a lot more value out of the boots, I think, with Singed, because you can build them into upgraded version of the standard boots, which Singed needs because tier 2 boots are important for Singed, and he also needs the extra movement speed. It's just very good. Minion dematerializer. Now, the reason I have Minion dematerializer is because I am using it to get extra bonus damage on the melee minions and the cannon minions. I use 3 on melee minions and 3 on cannon minions, and the reason for that is because Singed poison a lot of time, it takes longer for the poison to kill. It takes longer for the poison damage to kill. Getting a kill on her right here. Okay, so I'm gonna actually rewind that and play it one more time. Okay, so she's actually fighting me here. I know that she still has flash, and I'm wondering why she's attacking me. I noticed that I'm about to level up, and I level up right here. Ashley hits on the W. Put the W on her there so she can't flash on me and automate to death, and then she takes enough poison damage to where she actually has to consider the fact that she's going to die. Then I just ghost on her and fling her for the kill. But yeah, so Minion dematerializer because I want bonus damage on the melee minions and the cannon minions because poison, a lot of time, it doesn't kill them fast enough for you to fast push a wave. Like, sure, yeah, once you have items, it's no big deal, but before you have items, you kind of need the bonus damage to be able to push waves in really fast. Like right there, I just killed the cannon minion, then I push the whole wave in super quickly, and then she loses the cannon minion instead of having her cannon minion like tank my minion wave for a while, and then she might even come back to lane and save the cannon minion EXP, but this way she just loses it, which is really nice. See, that cannon minion's already dead, and then she's already about to lose a second creep, and then she might even lose a third creep here. Does she lose a third creep? She gets EXP, but she loses the gold. She loses 4. It makes her lose more if you can push her in, and you can push her in very quickly, and then for the rest of the game, after you're done using it, you don't have to worry really about sitting and farming and clearing the wave, because you can just rely on your poison and basically tag the wave and then run away real quick. you become like a super annoying like flash pusher, because it almost feels like with Minion Dematerializer that there's very few characters that can push a wave and then leave as fast as Singed can, because you don't have to think about like actually clearing the wave. You just pop your poison, then you run, and the wave is cleared essentially later on in the game with your Minion Dematerializer used up. My last rune is Approach Velocity, because with Rylai's, you just basically gain a permanent 10% movement speed towards anything that you have poisoned for as long as they're poisoned, which is very nice to have. It's not very useful in getting onto an enemy champion unless you can put your W on them, but outside of that, once you have someone poisoned, it's very easy to catch up with them if they use like a dash or something like that, unless they go over a wall. If they go over a wall, you're fucked. But if they're just like dashing down the lane, you still have that 10% permanent movement speed towards them because of Approach Velocity. So I'm 2-0 right now, and I'm going to, actually I already did switch to Ignite, so I switched to Ignite here because I'm getting close to level 6. I hit level 6, and my Ignite is coming off cooldown here in a little bit, so I'm either going to look to kill Camille, or I'm going to look to roam and try and kill their jungler. The reason I'm not going to roam mid is because it's a Zir, and he's very mobile, and it's hard for Singed to gank in a Zir. But Hecarim, he doesn't have any natural gap closer besides his ultimate, which he has to hit level 6 to use, and it's also good versus Camille. If Camille were to fight me, I could all-in her and kill her with my Ignite whenever it's up. But she's playing very safe, so I'm not going to actually do that here. Gonna fast forward a little bit, because all I'm doing is pushing the wave in. With Minion Dematerializer, you just push very quickly, then you can just go and roam and do whatever you want. So here, I'm waiting for her to walk up to see if I can fling her and get the kill. She's just playing hyper safe like usual. Gonna push one more wave, I think. You know, so right here what I'm doing is I'm waiting for her recall to see if she'll do it, and if she recalls, I'm going to push, because I know she doesn't have teleport, but she actually baits me perfectly. Like, it's mid-animation at the very end of the recall, and then she stops it and baits me into pushing the wave. If I didn't push that wave there, she would have actually lost quite a few minions of the long run, because it was frozen and pushing in my direction, but she baited me with the recall, so I had to push it in. Right here, I'm walking towards mid because I see them fighting my mid. They actually end up ganking and killing Elise, so I'm waiting here for Hecarim. Now, I noticed that he's already used his Ghost, so I don't have to worry about that. He's level 5, so no ultimate. I fling him, and I start getting a lot of damage on him. He right here, he goes for this plant, and so I'm thinking if I ignite him right, he'll get less healing, so I ignite him, and then the plant heals him for quite a bit less, auto-attack him, and then he just ticks to death with Ignite and ultimate poison ticks. Yeah, very high kill potential. If that was just me with my ultimate and poison, he would not have died. But because I had Ignite to help kill him, he took a lot of damage and then ended up finishing him off. So now I'm 3-0. 6 stacks in the Darksteel. Minion Dematerializer all used up, so I'm getting a lot of damage on these minions. See how the melee minions are basically melting, even though I don't have that much AP. My ultimate's down. It's very useful to have. It also gives me a big big minion advantage whenever she jumped at me there, because if I didn't have these minions, she probably wouldn't be able to kill me, because I don't have any mana, and she had mana, but because of my minion wave, she had to back off. Since her minions were, they died too fast to kill my minion wave. Okay, items, I'm going for Leandry's first. The reason I'm going for Leandry's first, the same reason I've been going Leandry's first, is because it's just a very nice first item and a half for Singed that gives you a lot of damage. Alright, Camille TPing bottom because my bot lane's pushed up. I immediately channel my TP in response, and then we start a big team fight here. My ultimate is down, so I'm going to be very careful here. What I do is I W on Shen, fling him towards my team. I notice that Talia gets ulted, and she dodges the ult, and she dodges the Shen taunt with her ultimate. I put the Ignite down, or no, I get ignited. Shen walks through poison for a bit. Those two are low. Then we start pushing in. Tristana fucks up really badly here. I think Elise actually dies. Yeah, Elise messes up and walks too far forward, and she dies. But then we get ulted, and then not Talia, sorry, Xayah. I always get those two mixed up. Xayah dies, unfortunately. Tristana jumps forward, and I fling her and just get the kill on her with poison and autos. If I had ultimate here, it would be amazing, but I don't. She dies, and then Shen dies to poison. I just walk away. I'm now 5-0. I got my boots. Actually, in the middle of that fight, I got my boots at 8:30. I think this game. I just want to go back to 8:30 and see exactly when I got my boots. I didn't notice that whenever I was actually watching the game. I think it was right around here where I got my boots. Yeah, it was literally, I got my boots just in time. Right, yeah, right on my teleport. As soon as I teleport, I got my boots, so it's very useful. But the movement speed is very nice. Even though my ultimate wasn't up here, the boots ended up helping me out enough to where I could actually get some kills here through my poison. Yep, Tristana jumping in again. Then I just chase him down with the poison and get some kills. Cool. Minion Dematerializer again doing work on that minion wave. I push it in super quick and I'm already ready to start hitting this tower. Camille completes her recall, even though she's full health, and I get a lot of damage on this tower. Elise kills Hecarim. I have to actually back off because I can't finish the tower kill, but I leave a lot of gold to get a lot of kills. I'm really far ahead right now. I think I teleport back to base and finish Leandry's, and I buy a health crystal. Yeah, so health crystal is going to build into Rylai's. We get Ocean Dragon here because of our bot lane control. I'm running top to gank Camille. I have Ignite up again right here. So my plan is to just all in her with my Ignite, and with Zaya's damage, should be able to kill her. That's what I'm doing right now. While this is happening, I want to actually no. I'll illustrate it here. I'll illustrate this point here in a second. Sorry, I'm stuttering, but just yeah, fling her, Ignite. She's dead. Lots of damage. Right here, I want to. This is annoying, right? Elise has cleared 1 camp, 2 camps. Now she's going to go clear a 3rd camp, and she's going to completely ignore this bot tower. We couldn't figure out why Elise was basically, like, AFKing this entire game, but, like, this Elise player basically just played this whole game blind. I'm not sure exactly what she was doing. Like, besides that first gank and, like, a few kills she got, after this point, she just completely zones out. Like, they're getting a fucking free bot tier 1, like, first tower blood. Sorry, tower first blood here. Just when we're the ones who are coming out ahead. Shen even used ultimate, so he's not pushing with her. Like we're the ones coming out ahead on trades and on fights, but they're the ones getting tower because Elise is being stupid and just ignoring everything and just not even sure what she's doing. But what ended up happening was I saw Hecarim and I decided to fight him, and he had to back off because I did a lot of damage to him. Yeah, we pushed in. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, I see Hecarim here, and what I should have done is juked up and left with him instead of like I just have Eon and I'm chasing. He just runs in a circle around me. Like if Singed players, you will know that you can do this if you have enough movement speed. You can just run around someone's targeted melee range CC and then just like attack whatever you're gonna attack if you have enough movement speed. I should have just cut him off here and then flung him as he went for Talia. Sorry, Zaya. Man, I keep doing that shit, but I didn't. End up getting the fling on him to try and kill him, but he gets Shen ulted, have to back off. But yeah, I played that peel improperly. I should have just been able to see on him and kite him out, or beat his kite for the kill. Go for the tower here because I noticed that Camille, she's basically given up on top lane. All she's doing is just roaming at this point. She's given up fighting me, and for that reason, I take the top tower. I notice here that Tristana is pushing, which means that Shen has to be close by. I was right, he walks in my pink ward. So what I ended up doing is standing here and waiting for them. This is a really good play by me because I'm just waiting. They don't know I'm in here. They have an idea, but like they don't actually know that I'm there, right? So just waiting there, and then I see them pushing. I ping for help because I want Elise to come and gank. They don't even check the bush, and then Elise starts coming up. As soon as she gets onto, yeah, so they think Elise is alone, right? But then I show up, and then I goofling her under the tower. She gets a tower shot and dies, and then we just chase down Shen and kill him because they pushed really aggressively, and I had my ultimate coming up, and I wanted to punish their mistake, basically. That was their mistake, and Elise responded appropriately for that. One of the few times this game that she actually did respond appropriately without fucking things up. Okay, sorry, I fast-forwarded through that part. So, running down the river, I noticed that there is a fight that breaks out between Elise and Hecarim. She basically just walks up to him, and he tries to fight her, and then we do a lot of damage to her. He tries to ult and, like, burst her down, but she just, I fling him, kill him with an auto attack and some poison. She jumps up, and then is pretty much safe after that. Kill the pink ward, then we go for a Rift Herald here. Yeah, so we get Herald, Elise takes it. Elise plays with the Herald pretty poorly. So right now at 13 minutes and 40 seconds, I had Leandry's, Rylai's, Boots, 10-stack Darkseal, Cloth Armor. So the Cloth Armor and Boots is going to build into Ninja Tabby. Ninja Tabby is very good this game versus Camille. It's good versus Hecarim. It's good versus Tristana. Not really good versus ZZ'Rot because he does magic damage, but it's still a good item to have versus those other three. So I'm going to go ahead and go Ninja Tabby this game. Running back to top just because I'm trying to defend the tower. At this point, I'm the biggest threat of my entire team, and I want to stay that way. I actually don't die at all this game, which is good. Again, look at the damage from... yeah, I do have 2 items right now, but like the minion waves die so fast, I don't even have to think about it. Like, whenever I go forward to push this wave, because I have Minion dematerializer, 10-stack Darkseal, and a lot of AP, I have 2 AP items, like, the waves just melt. Even the cannon, it dies so very quickly, which is very nice, because now I can just not even forget about it. I'm saving, every time I clear a wave like that, I save a few seconds, because I don't have to sit and wait to, like, poison the wave one more time, like, one more pass through for it to die. And it basically lets you do everything at like a second or a few seconds earlier. And over the course of the game, as you're clearing waves and trying to go somewhere else, that time really adds up. You can be to where you need to be faster. It's a very big efficiency thing. You can do certain things quicker because you're there on the map faster. It just depends. You can do a whole lot of different stuff because you save a few extra seconds every time you want to speed clear a wave and run away. And just do whatever you need to do. So right here, for some reason, Elise is playing and down here with Rift Herald, and we're all grouped mid. And she's trying to get kills on Tristana. Tristana like just flashes away. Elise ends up dying. We're wasting Rift Herald at this point. What we should be doing, and what we're telling her in chat, is you should just come mid, drop your Rift Herald, and we can fight and siege towers with Rift Herald. That's what you're supposed to do. But for some reason, Elise is just doing dumb shit over the side because that's just what certain players do, unfortunately. Again in minion wave, just absolutely melting. Running top because I see Camille pushing. No, I stay mid. I stay mid here because I noticed that Hecarim is trying to get a kill on us. Okay, so Hecarim actually charges in on Zed, I think it is, yeah. Here he comes on Zed. I assume that this fight is gonna go south for us, so I actually pop my ultimate here, not realizing that Zed can just kind of ignore Hecarim's charge. So he ignores Hecarim's charge, and I walk up forward anyways. I try and flank Shen so we can burst him down, but we don't have any cooldown, so I just end up walking away here. We got Camille's teleport here. She teleported and wasted it essentially. So I let the chat know that she wasted it, ping it, and then type it or whatever it needs to do to let them know that she wasted it. Then I start going back to push top. Right here, I'm thinking that Camille is roaming mid. I was right. I see her right there on our ward. That's right here. So I teleport mid. Hecarim has to back up. I'm basically my teleport here. All it was is a intervention teleport, or sorry, a prevention teleport. By me TPing, I prevent them from engaging super far onto my team, and the Hecarim backs off, and Camille immediately backs off, even though she just teleported too. Deterrent teleport, I think is a good word for that too. Deterrent. And we continue to push. We go for... so this is again Elise being stupid. She just sits mid, and I think Herald was about to time out, is why she put it down, because it's about to time out. But the problem is, she, instead of just leaving it, she goes forward to try and siege and gets engaged on by Camille, and she just dies very quickly. It was very dumb of her to try and do that. I'm not sure why she did it, but she ends up trying to use her E to escape, just gets trapped by the Camille ultimate and dies, all because she wanted to like get some push with the Rift Herald that she initially wasted, by the way. She wasted it whenever she didn't come bottom to push with us, right? Or sorry, whenever she went bottom to fight Tristana, and we went mid, and she didn't use it because she was too busy fighting Tristana and dying. That's when she wasted it. She didn't waste it there. That was technically an okay Herald, but we weren't on the same page. The whole team went to go do Dragon. Don't be like this Elise player. All right, make the right decision. Don't try and be a 1v9 hero, because most times you can't. It's better to play objectives. It's better to play the maps. It's better to be a consistent overall player than try and be a monkey and just make like hashtag LCS big plays. Okay, here's the thing, okay? Every single player who plays this game can climb the ladder using fundamentals, using map control, using decent game knowledge, and proper laning. Not every player, however, can climb using hashtag LCS big plays, flashy mechanics, 1v1 YouTube montage, all that bullshit. Alright? The absolute best way for the vast majority of players to climb is fundamentals, map control, good laning, okay? Game knowledge, things like that. A very, very small subset of players are going to be able to do like the big flashy, fucking hashtag LCS big plays stuff and actually climb the ladder. Most people who play like that are hard stuck low elo players. Like, yeah, they have the ability to like try and make flashy plays and go for 1v1s, but more often than not, those players die. They ask themselves why they're losing all their games. It's because they're doing stupid shit, and they're getting caught out, and they're dying, and they're not contributing to their team at all. It's just a shit show. Players shouldn't be like that. They should recognize when they're not good, and then just try and when they're not mechanically good, and instead try to just be a consistent, solid, stable player. Not everybody needs to make those stupid big plays, and the vast majority of players can't climb like that. And if more players realize that, more players would be better at this game. But they don't, so it's mostly fine. Hecarim here engages onto us with his ultimate over the wall. I start ulting and putting my ulting and spreading my poison. I ignite Camille there, chase her down for the kill. No, sorry, Elise chase her down for the kill after she jumps over the wall. and then we disengage pretty hard because Hecarim took a lot of damage, Azir took a lot of damage, Tristana took some damage, so we just disengage after that. I noticed that Azir actually gets caught out by some CC, so I end up Wing him and trying to run up to fling him, but then he used his Zhonya's, unfortunately. So now I know that he has Zhonya, so I know it's going to be harder for me to ever engage onto him. It wasn't just stopwatch, he rushed Zhonya's as basically his first item with a Stinger for some attack speed, so good knowledge to have when one of the enemy carries has basically a get out of jail free card, which is what Zhonya's is for Azir. Because in the time that he's in his Zhonya's channel, he can usually get his jump to come off cooldown if he's playing properly. Okay, so I bought a full ZZ'Rot, and the reason I bought a full ZZ'Rot and not going into other pure tank items is because the ZZ'Rot I want the mixed resistances for, and I also want it for the pressure or the sieging pressure. I've noticed that my teammates, they love to go into these stupid 1v1 scenarios or like 1v2 scenarios, and like they like to get caught and die, they like to just do stupid shit and not really like play the game properly. So whenever it's a game like that, sometimes it's a good idea to get a ZZ'Rot. Not every time. Mostly I bought it for the mixed resistances. There's not a lot of items that Singed can get that give mixed resistances that are good. Yeah, you can have Locket, which gives some decent mixed resistances. Yeah, I think a Banner of Command also gives some decent mixed resistances, but the best item that Singed can buy that gives mixed resistances is ZZ'Rot, because it gives movement speed and it gives that Point Runner, sorry, not Point Runner, it gives the Portal active, which is very good for Singed because he lacks the ability to siege and push towers naturally. Get the fling on Azir here through his ultimate, which is really big. You can actually do that if you fling at the right time. He pops Zhonya's. I put W down, and W down right on his Zhonya so he can't jump out as soon as he's out. Then we chase him down with poison, auto attacks from Xayah and kill him. I run forward onto Tristana and Camille. Notice how I'm going super quick here. A lot of that is because I'm getting movement speed from Point Runner for ZZ'Rot, and I also had my poison on them permanently during that whole fight. So I was getting bonus movement speed towards them that entire time because of approach velocity. This is approach velocity right here. See how fast I am? This is really cool stuff. Because you have the movement speed from ZZ'Rot, you have the movement speed from your ultimate, you have the movement speed from approach velocity. It's almost like having Ghost Step, it's almost like having a mini Ghost Step, which is really cool. Then I run back top to farm, ping my team back because these players are the type of players to like try and do some stupid shit because they think someone's overextended when they're really not. So I just ping them back because it's not worth dying. Go top to farm, just drop my phone, kind of hurt. Okay, so right here I see Azir is defending the wave, and I can't really 1v1 Azir unless I have a Abyssal Mask. With Abyssal Mask I can. Without it, he kind of just destroys me. So I decided to back off and just farm the wave. I don't have to walk up that far because I have, you know, the Minion Dematerializer and my 2 AP items just basically murdering the wave super quick. Then, like I said before, just walk away because I cleared it so fast I can afford to just walk away super quick and have a few extra seconds to come back to lane if he does push. Then I just run mid and push that a little bit. I'm basically just looking for a fight right now, and I think we found it over here. So Hecarim gets ulted by Shen, and then he runs back in for some reason. My team chases them down and kills them. I'm just following right now to make sure that I can kind of deter them from being reverse engaged on. They get the Shen here. I think they might even get the Hecarim. No, Hecarim gets away, but they kill the Shen. I show up to prevent the reverse engage. Then we go and do Dragon. We're gonna have 3 Ocean Dragons here. 3 Ocean Dragons versus Azir is actually pretty huge because when we're in a siege scenario, which will happen later in this game, and we're sieging the enemy base, Azir has a very, very, very hard time poking us out, when usually he'd have easy time poking us out. But because we have 3 Ocean Dragons, we're basically just stepping away from the tower and regenerating that health very quickly, and it makes it so that Azir, even with his basically infinite mana pool, can't poke us down, which is awesome. Right here, posturing on Baron. Hecarim jumps over the wall. I try to catch him, can't catch him. We decide to keep trying to look for a fight. Clearing all their vision, which is really important right now. Still having Ignite here, currently 9-0-4. I switch back to Ghost soon. Ignite falls off pretty hard late game because the level 18 Ignite is 270 true damage over time. Now, people can heal, people can shield, people can do this, people can do that. Ignite is definitely a very, very early game rune. Sorry, a very early game summoner spell. So, whenever time goes on and people naturally get more and more health, it falls off very hard in effectiveness. It's good because it's true damage, and it's good because it reduces healing, but it's just a little bit of flat true damage over time, when in early game it's a lot more noticeable. So I end up switching off of it here soon. Back to Ghost, I think. Yeah, back to Ghost. Not yet, though. Notice the top is pushed up, run top and push, shove the wave real quick, and then dip. Again to recall. I sold my potion, I bought a Bramble Vest. Bramble Vest for Camille, Bramble Vest for Hecarim, Bramble Vest for Tristana, and I have it. My teleport's back up, running back bot to push again. So right here, I see Camille, and I go for the fight against her. She's very, very weak, and she tries to fight me, and she gets poked out. She's about 2/3 health here. She flashes away. I ping her flash, and then as soon as I decide that it's safe to go for Baron, I teleport onto it, and we start going for the fight here. Okay, so right here, I run in, and I get a good fling on Hecarim right on the edge of the Azir wall. Sorry, the Azir wall was... It got kind of fucked because he casted it right here, and so it's like hugging and bending against the wall when it should be a line like this. It ends up being a line like this. So Hecarim like stands over here, and I got the fling off on him, which was kind of unlucky for him, but it worked out well for us. Shen gets a 3-man taunt, which is huge. I get poison on Azir back here. He gets a shield, unfortunately, from his barrier. I ignite him. As you can see, ignite basically doing nothing. Most of the time I poison. Then we just chase the rest in and kill them. For our siege, I put ZZ'Rot down, and we start sieging the tower. Unfortunately, we can't actually take the tower because our AD carry died, and we need her to actually auto the tower. None of us right now can auto the tower, so we just ended up backing off. Okay, so I finished Thornmail, and I buy an Iron Elixir. The reason I buy Elixir of Iron is for the health. Tenacity is useful. They don't have any Tenacity in my runes right now. And then we start walking back down towards Baron. Elise baits at the start of the fight. She baits Hecarim into the pit. I W him, walk up and fling him here. Yeah, he's flinging the team. Then I just try and chase down whoever else I can. Everyone else runs away, so we force Baron here. Running bot to farm is a big wave pushed up. Gonna grab that and I think go back to buy. Nope, I actually keep pushing. I'm wanting my team to group with me here, and the fact that they don't is pretty saddening. For some reason, I'm not sure why Zed is splitting. Zed does not need to be splitting right now. He ends up dying later on. But we just go for the Earth Dragon because we can't get any more oceans. It's a limit of 3. Finish it off. We start going back towards mid to try and siege it with our Baron. This is what I was talking about. Zed is over here. He tries to solo fight the Hecarim. He dies, and then now we're 4v5, unfortunately. So we decided to go ahead and go with a siege anyways because we feel like we're strong enough to where we can stop them from killing all of us. Camille is recalling right now, so she's gonna be present in the fight. I put my ZZ'Rot down right there, and we start sieging. Pop my ultimate and Ghost to try and kill someone. Tristana ults me away. I get the fling on Azir again. He pops his Zhonya's right there again. I decided to actually walk away this time. Not completely blown up. So unfortunately my Xayah dies there. And I chased down Hecarim to kill him, but if she stayed alive, it would have been a free ace. And like, unfortunately, they just all kind of dove her and killed her very quickly. I still came out of that fight ahead. I was 13-0-6. Zed was dead that fight, so he couldn't have helped us anyways. But the moral of the story is that you shouldn't die. Like, you shouldn't be off doing your own thing unless you're a really good split pusher, which Zed is not. He's definitely more of an assassin. He has trouble like actually killing towers and minion waves and stuff like that. So it's just really critical, I guess. Critical play is the right way to say that. So I sell my 10 stack Dark Seal, and I'm waiting for my Abyssal Mask. At this point, I am 6 items with Abyssal, Thornmail, Ryla's Leandria, ZZ'Rot, which is really, really good. That's what you want to be at, as Singed. Go top to clear the wave because it's pushing in, and then I'm immediately going to keep my eye on mid lane and see what's going on, so I can go for any TPs if I need to. Hecarim pushes up really far with his Predator and shit, and he tries to get a pick, and he ends up not being able to. So at this point, I'm just watching mid, I'm watching mid, I see the enemy team pushing up. So as soon as I see this, and he ults our Xayah, I use my teleport, and I start fucking up their team. Teleport in, pop my ultimate. I don't have Ghost yet, but with approach velocity here, I think... When do I W? I don't have W yet. I'm gonna use it soon, though. Okay, watch this. Right here, I go from having... Okay, no, actually, I got slowed there. I was trying to illustrate how much movement speed I had, but unfortunately I got slowed, so I can't. But I do go faster whenever I'm running towards those two that I put W on. You do go a little bit faster, which is very useful. So you're right here. See, a little bit faster. Get the fling on Tristana, she dies. Get the damage on Camille, not gonna follow her. Just basically chasing Azir down and killing him at this point. With my poison and powerful dots. Then we go for the win. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you really did like it that much. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully, I don't think that Aftershock is that much better than Inspiration, but I do think it's better enough. Sorry, no, I phrased that incorrectly. I don't think that Unsealed Spellbook is super good to the point where I can replace Aftershock. I still think Aftershock should be the primary keystone that we run right now, but I think Unsealed Spellbook does have good potential. In games like this where you want to try and snowball and you can't, I think it is very good. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.